Hi everyone, welcome to the Vision Business Community. And who I have on today is Barry Liddle, the founder of Ozway Realty. Barry, welcome on board.
Thanks for having me, George. Appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. Barry, now you just tell us a little bit about you and your specialty, the area, the industry you've been working in and what you're good at.
All right. So, I've always been in real estate. I started in real estate sales in 1997 now, and after doing that for quite a while, I just decided I wanted to have my own business, my own operation, and I looked around at the different what was available in the
Yep.
marketplace, and it was a lot of franchises at the time was available, and I thought, oh, I don't really want to spend $200,000 or $300,000 setting up a business. I really just wanted. I love being with people, and I love helping people buy and sell properties, and I just want somebody to do the back end for me, the stuff that I didn't really want to do and I'm not any good at, and just to free me up so that I can focus on being with the people that are selling their properties and the people that want to buy the properties,
Yep.
and just deliver a premium service for them. And I couldn't find it, so I set up Ozway Realty to do the back end for real estate agents, so they can maintain their own identity, and basically they get powered by the platform, by the Ozway Realty platform, which handles all the trust accounts and all that sort of stuff. All the stuff that, yeah, as I said, just distracts the agent and takes them away from being able to take care of and serve people.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Well, thank you for that. Tell me, I mean, what our listeners or viewers are very interested in, and I am too, is how has this COVID-19 virus impacted you personally or your business?
Look, it's maybe a little bit too soon to say exactly. What we're noticing is that the sales across the board. So there's 11 real estate offices that are using our platform at the moment. Across the board, sales are still sort of ticking over,
Hmm.
but I'm noticing a big increase in the property management book. So the new rental properties coming on board, a lot of those had been previously like Airbnb type rentals. So I'm noticing quite a lot of those coming on board. Um, but yeah, that it's because of the life cycle of the real estate business. I think um, we may be another 2 or 3 weeks away from knowing what the impact is going to be on the real estate sector.
Yeah, right. So what are your suspicions though?
Um, I think less people will sell their properties, and I think a lot of people being in isolation with uh, with um, with others are discovering whether they can or can't live under those conditions with those people. So it's unfortunately, I think it's creating forced movements.
Uh, yeah, I think a lot of relationships are being tested.
Certainly are. You're either going to confront yourself, or you're gonna take off and find a new place to live.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I mean, look, this with all our social distancing rules now and regulations, and where the economy is well, operations and mostly in shutdown. How are you interacting with your customers?
Pretty much we're using just the phone. I mean, the old-fashioned phone, picking up the phone and talking to
Yep.
people. Email. If we're needing to have meetings, it can be done via Zoom.
Yep.
Um, and when it comes to appointments, we're just doing it one-on-one. Um, and we might stagger appointments. So if we got people coming to look, we might do it every 15 minutes. I'll assign somebody to, and that's what we're recommending to our agents. But they're being very cautious, using gloves and the sanitizers,
Yes.
the masks and the sanitizers where necessary. Just doing the precautions to do our best to um, ensure that people get their housing requirements met, without risking any spreading of any diseases.
Well, which areas of Sydney do you service, Barry?
So we've got agents covering from Double Bay, Surrey Hills, and heading out into the western suburbs through Chinatown as well, and out to Fairfield, Wetherill Park, down the south coast towards Thirroul, and up to the Central Coast, around Woy Woy and throughout the Central Coast. So that's the sort of pretty broad areas where the agents are at, but
Hmm.
they're dealing with all different types of people in the community as well.
Now, I take it that during your forced sabbatical, you've had lots of time to think and contemplate. What what kind of things have you come up with? Because it's during times like these that people come up with innovative ideas, and they force changes. So it's not such a bad place to be, even though the observable outcome is it's bad.
Yeah.
What's coming up for you?
Look, what's coming up for me and what's been sitting with me for a number of years, George, is how in the real estate industry, a lot of agents are very competitive,
Yep.
very disconnected from each other.
Yep.
There's a lot of faking. There's a lot of faking and pretending in the real estate industry. And I think overall there's a lot of dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
And if I look back on it, real estate agents used to be the most trusted and respected professions in the town. Like, it used to be the local post office and the surveyor, who was also the real estate agent, and they were like the two really, and the corner store. They were the three main fundamentals in any town. And real estate agents used to be one of the most trusted professions, and unfortunately, over the last 30 years, they've been at the bottom, one of the least trusted and respected professions.
Mm.
And I really believe there's the way forward for our industry is to connect real estate agents and have them work together, share, and create win-win outcomes, not only for themselves, but also for the end consumers, and deliver an exceptional experience for them. And I really see an opportunity for us as an industry to collaborate and work together and just create good outcomes. The old-fashioned way of just communicating with each other and working together, but not cannibalizing the current business levels, because given the current situation, the actual volumes of sales, I believe, will decrease. So less people will be prepared to sell,
Yes.
less people will be buying. But the overall, I think that ebb and flow is going to remain pretty strong, pretty solid. Interest rates are very low. We're in an initial shock phase too, where this is like our third or fourth week of being in extreme circumstances of being isolated and what have you. So I believe that once this settles down a bit and we work out what the new normal is going to be for us, and I don't think it will be back to what it was before. And I think we just got to adjust to whatever it is, right? There's there's always somebody worse off in the world, or people dealing with things that are worse. And so I think I'm not attached to what was. I'm certainly committed to having the best life that we can have given the circumstances that we have available. And I think it's just really important that we learn to adapt to what's going on right now. And I think collaboration, working together, is a really, and having peace and freedom and fun. This is all part of what can be available right now. And I think if we wind the clock back 4 or 5 weeks, George, a lot of people that I used to speak to say they're so busy, they're so flat out, they don't have time for anything, they're hardly seeing their families. Like, if we really get present to the way things were before, I don't know if we really do. We really want them to go back the way they were?
No, I think Barry, that there's going to be a lot of things being reconsidered, and it'll be very hard to go back to what was so before, because the genie's out of the bottle. I think certainly there's repercussions throughout. There'll be repercussions throughout all industries.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I think this is actually an opportunity, George. It's a reset, and I think deep
so.
down, if we're all really, I guess, authentic about it with ourselves, we knew we've been having one heck of a party. The last 30, 20 years has been amazing. It's been an economic party. We've consumed more than we ever have, and I think deep down we all know we've been waiting for this. We've never experienced any sort of any real sacrifices that we've had to make. It's sort of we've known that things have existed, but we've been pretty well protected.
Yeah. So Barry, what have you been doing with your time? the
What am I
time
been
that
doing with my
you've had
time?
up your sleeve.
Well, I've being in a lot more communication with our agents, with the Ozway agents. So we're meeting up once a week for a Zoom call now, and just getting present to what they're dealing with in the current climate and what their customers and clients are dealing with,
Yes.
and we're discussing how we can be leaders in the community in the face of what's going on. You know, there's a real, I'd say, yearning and calling for quality leadership.
Yes.
And I'd define quality leadership as one of Simon Sinek's books, Leaders Eat Last. That's how I describe great leadership.
Yes.
As opposed to people that want to look good and have the flash car and look like they're leading from the front. You know, I think we've had enough of that style of leadership. I think we're ready for real leaders who are prepared to put their, I'm not going to say money where their mouth is, but just really put other people ahead of themselves. That's what a leader is all about.
Yeah.
That's what leadership's about. So this is the time to be in communication. Because people are physically isolated doesn't mean you have to be isolated from communication. So more than ever, what I noticed, George, is initially I was isolating myself physically and mentally and being in my head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed my well-being went down. And as soon as I got out of that and went, you know what, who am I going to be for everybody else, given what's going on right now? I chose to go, you know what, I'm going to be in communication with them and just find out what they're dealing with. Not try to fix anything, not trying to change anything, just understand what's going on for them. And it's been the most amazing experience, not only for myself, but for everybody else that I've spoken to and our other members who have been doing the same thing, reaching out to people in the community.
Yep.
And it's actually bringing an amazing sense of community and connection. And I think we're seeing that online. I mean, I know there's a lot of different points of views going around about things, but deep down, I know that the commitment behind anybody's point of view is that we have a world that works for everybody. There's not too much that beats a really good quality conversation with somebody, without judgment, without anything else, just to understand what's going on in their world. Like, you can't buy it, you have to earn it. And I'm just noticing, for me, the currency that I'm feeling within myself from being that way with people is, I'm really getting present to how valuable that is.
Yeah, wise words, Barry. Look, Barry, how can people get in touch with you if they wish to, chat to you or investigate your services, what you offer?
They can check out the website at ozwayrealty.com.au. That's ozwayrealty.com.au. They can make contact through the website, or they can call the office number.
Yep.
Which is on the website as well, or everything they need to see is there.
Thank you for your time, Barry. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, George. Thanks for your time. Cheers.